Hello lovecatmay friends, welcome back to lovecatmay. Whoosh! Si bosselbulu langsung sprint begita lihat pemiliknya pergi sedikit jaw. Sesapat angin lari, mata fokus, hati penuh semangat. Misai hari ini, menyusul pemilik kesayangan. Night settled over the small field like a velvet curtain, thick and silent. The world seemed to shrink into darkness, leaving only a single flickering candle standing upright on the grass. Its flame danced gently, fighting bravely against the night air that brushed past it. That soft, warm glow illuminated a circle of unexpected warmth, a gathering of cats and one resting woman at the center of it all. The woman lay on her side, halfway curled on the cool grass, her arms wrapped protectively around a fluffy white kitten. The kitten's fur glowed like a small moon in the candlelight. Its eyes, wide and curious, shimmered faintly, reflecting the golden flame as it blinked slowly. Sometimes it meowed, soft, almost a whisper, like it was telling a secret only the woman could understand. Resting near her feet was an older-looking brown cat, its thick fur slightly ruffled, giving it a wise and mellow appearance. The cat's eyes were half closed, its posture relaxed as if it had witnessed hundreds of nights like this before and had learned that peace always comes to those who wait. Beside the brown cat lay 3 orange kittens, round and chubby, huddled together in a tiny fuzzy mountain. Their tiny paws twitched occasionally, as though they were dreaming of chasing something delightful in their kitten-sized dream world. A pale gray cat sat closer to the candle, its back straight and posture elegant. Its tail curled neatly beside its body, and its expression was a mix of curiosity and quiet alertness. It watched the woman with eyes that seemed to ask an unspoken question, almost as if it was trying to decide whether she needed comfort, protection, or simply company. Not far from them, enveloped by the shadowy edges of the field, a sleek black cat sat silently. Its fur blended almost perfectly with the darkness, leaving only its eyes visible, 2 bright amber glows that flickered like distant stars. The black cat looked like a sentinel, a guardian placed right on the border between light and shadow, watching everything with quiet intensity. Behind the woman, a mysterious figure loomed, a tall, eerie silhouette with a dramatic mask-like face and long hair. It reached forward slowly, hands hovering in the air as though performing a strange ritual. The appearance was unsettling, yet the cats didn't panic. Instead, they observed calmly, as if they understood something that human eyes could not perceive. Because tonight was not an ordinary night. A gentle breeze moved across the field, brushing through the grass like invisible fingers. One of the orange kittens stirred awake, lifting its small head. Its gaze shifted upward toward a little dangling toy, a green feathery lure hanging from a thin string above. The feather swayed lightly in the wind, glowing faintly under the candle's light. The orange kitten's eyes widened. To it, the whole world suddenly became that one moving feather. With a wobbly stance, it stood up on clumsy paws. The kitten crouched, wriggled its backside in determination, and then leaped. But only managed to miss the toy completely. The feather swung farther away, teasing it. The kitten blinked, confused for half a second, then meowed in frustration before trying again. This time, it added a tiny squeak of determination. Its 2 orange siblings awoke abruptly from the noise. One looked annoyed, the other startled, but soon both became fascinated by the dancing feather as well, each kitten scooting closer, creating a trio of tiny hunters in training. The older brown cat cracked open one eye. It watched them for a moment, unimpressed yet affectionate, then sighed contentedly and closed its eyes again, its tail thumping once in amusement. Kittens, its expression seemed to say. Always the same. The gray cat carefully stood up and approached the woman, gently nudging her cheek with its nose. The woman opened her eyes slowly, her tired smile softening as she reached out to stroke the gray cat's head. The cat responded with a slow blink, the feline gesture of trust, the deepest kind of affection. Above them, the mysterious figure's shadow lingered. It reached out again, slowly, silently. But there was an invisible pressure in the air now, an unspoken boundary that it seemed unable to cross. The cats, simply by being present, by surrounding the woman with their calm energy, seemed to push the figure back little by little. They did not hiss. They did not raise their claws. They simply existed, soft, steady, peaceful. And their presence alone carried a quiet power. A soft rustling came from beyond the candlelight. The black cat's ears twitched instantly. Its golden eyes sharpened. With silent, fluid steps, it moved toward the sound, body lowered like a shadow sliding across the ground. The rustling grew louder, tiny, quick, uneven. Then, out from the grass hopped a small frog. The black cat stopped right in front of it, staring intensely. The frog froze. The world paused. For a long moment, they watched each other, small creature versus mysterious night guardian. Then the frog blinked and hopped away. The black cat let it leave, settling back onto the grass with a quiet dignity, as though satisfied that the intruder meant no harm. It repositioned itself closer to the candle, becoming part of the warm circle of safety once more. Meanwhile, the orange kitten's chase for the feather lure collapsed into chaos. One kitten pounced on another's tail by accident. The second kitten squeaked loudly. The third kitten fell over dramatically, as if part of a grand performance. Together, they rolled into a little tumble of fur and tiny complaints. The brown cat lifted its head, stared with the weary patience of a parent, and then gently licked the head of the white kitten that had wandered close. The white kitten curled against its side, feeling the comforting warmth of an older protector. Soon, it began to purr, a soft vibration that melted into the peaceful night air. The gray cat returned to the candle, sitting proudly beside it like a small guardian statue. The flame reflected beautifully in its eyes. It seemed focused, almost meditative, as if listening to the whispers of the wind. The mysterious figure behind the woman now seemed even weaker. Its hands trembled in the air. Its posture slumped. The quiet circle of cats surrounding the woman formed a protective barrier stronger than any wall. The figure slowly began to drift backward, fading into the dark shadows as though losing its grip on the world. No fear. No fight. Only the silent strength of gentle creatures. The night deepened, but grew warmer, softer. The candle burned lower, shrinking inch by inch as wax pooled at its base. Yet the flame refused to die, holding on just as faithfully as the cats around it. The white kitten left the woman's arms and curled beside the brown cat. The older cat wrapped its tail around the little one, grooming it with a slow, rhythmic tenderness. The orange kittens, finally exhausted, piled atop one another like stacked pastries, one at the bottom, one in the middle, and one sprawled lazily on top with a tiny snore. The black cat returned to sit close to the woman's head. Its posture was tall and focused, its eyes scanning the dark horizon for any sign of danger. The gray cat remained steady near the candle.